ACB. Below each letter, dots representing the letter in Braille. American Council of the Blind, together for a bright future. ACB Executive Director Eric Bridges with Advisory Board member Lee Nasahi. Eric Bridges, Executive Director.
All right. Well, hey, everyone. Eric Bridges back again. This time I am visiting with ACB Advisory Board member Lee Nasahi. Welcome, Lee.
Thank you, Eric.
Well, you and I have known one another for, 3 or 4 years now, and you've been on the advisory board for 2 or 3 years. As part of these series of interviews that I'm doing with advisory board members, would love for you to talk just for a moment with the audience about what you do in your 9-to-5 day job.
Lee Nasahi, President and CEO, VisionServe Alliance.
Yeah, I would love to explain that. It could take about 3 hours, but in a nutshell, because VisionServe Alliance, the organization that I'm the president and CEO of, is a small but mighty organization. Yes. We don't have very many staff. We have less staff than ACB does. So I do a lot of things. In addition to all the fiduciary and strategic duties that any CEO does, I spend a lot of time with our members. We're a membership association like ACB. We don't have nearly as many members as ACB does, but our members are organizations, and we focus at VisionServe on leadership. So most of my relationships are with members of the C-suites of our member organizations, but we're involved in leadership development. I provide a lot of consulting services to our members. We're all about collaboration, so much of what we do is bringing the larger field together to focus on big national issues. In particular, right now, VisionServe Alliance is focused on aging and vision loss. We also produce currently one conference a year, national conference. So as all of you at ACB know, that takes a lot of time as well. And a few other things, and I'm the chief cook and bottle washer too.
Yeah, I hear you. So share with us a little bit about sort of what prompted you to say yes to the offer to become an advisory board member of this organization.
Yeah, sure. Prior to coming to VisionServe Alliance, I was the chief executive of a community-based vision rehabilitation organization here in the Orlando area where I still live, Lighthouse Central Florida and Lighthouse Works. And always, in my role there, enjoyed a close relationship with the Greater Orlando affiliate of ACB and the leaders, the members of that. Dan and Leslie Spoon have been my friends for a long time. Sheila Young, so many of the people who are involved on the local level. ACB is just part of who Lighthouse Central Florida is. And so I had a great deal of respect for the organization, and then got to know you, Eric, in my role here at VisionServe Alliance, and all of the fantastic work you guys are doing in policy and in your membership efforts. And so when you asked me to do that, I thought it would be awesome. I wanted to get to know your organization better, and I do feel like I have some things to offer around organizational structure and leadership development, and really was excited to share that with you all.
Yeah, so why don't we get into that? So can you talk to the audience a little bit about a couple of the initiatives that you've been assisting us with over the last year or two?
Yeah, so primarily it's been the EOS implementation. But that's a big journey. So
huge,
huge. It's really huge. So it provides structure for ACB. It's such an investment because it's a framework that ACB can use for decades to come. It's flexible. I'm sure it'll evolve over time, but it doesn't need to completely go away every time you have a change in leadership, which was super important for me when we did this at Lighthouse Central Florida before I came to Vision Serve Alliance. We created a structure there that regardless of who's on the board or who's in the chief executive seat, we have this framework within which the organization can flourish. We use it at Vision Serve Alliance now too. So it kind of gives us the framework so that we can focus on the content and the details. And that's what ACB has been able to do. I've just been thrilled watching the growth and the transformation. And frankly, there's nothing I enjoy doing more, Eric, than working with leadership teams, seeing those relationships form, the insights that you gain. I learn as much from every team that I work with as they do. So it's been wonderful.
Well, it's been great having you work with the team to implement EOS, and even before that, to engage in some discussions about our organizational structure. You and Aaron Patera, I recall, led a couple of really excellent meetings that preceded EOS to kind of talk with us about structure and potential gaps that we would want to find ways to strategically fill and things of that nature. So, Lee, we really appreciate the time that you take with us quarterly, but then also just frankly taking phone calls from us at random times for advice.
Yeah, I love doing it. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you for asking me to do it.
And we look forward to continuing to work with you.
Amen.
All righty. Thanks so much. Take care.
A logo, ACB in print and braille, American Council of the Blind, together for a bright future.